last week we heard from George. He's a listener. He is getting married in a couple weeks, and his bachelor party was this past weekend, right?
And he reached out to us just to ask us if these rules his fiancé was laying down were reasonable.
Yeah, and I mean, it was like, best man needs to call her, no tattoos, no shots, no strippers. She needs to check his body for evidence afterwards. Things like that. And he was just like, what gives? What gives?
Most of us kind of thought, some of those were a little over the top. Like if she could have just said, hey, don't do anything, that'll break my heart, or, get you unengaged.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was her way of saying those exact words, but she just said it in her own
These are
way,
the things that would break my heart.
Right, exactly. All right. Well, we have the update, and it is not from George.
Okay. It is from a person named Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Said, hey, Ben and Kelly, I'm reaching out to you because I know that my fiance, quote, George, talked to you all last week about the, quote, rules I gave him before heading out on his bachelor party weekend.
Okay, so this is his fiance.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
George apparently wasn't aware that I was a longtime listener to your show and rarely missed your group therapy segment.
Okay.
We always wonder if that's the case, don't we?
Sure.
So you can imagine my surprise when George's situation mirrored the events that were happening in my life.
Right, okay.
I thought I would give you guys my side and some perspective.
Okay.
So as I'm sending this to you on Sunday night, I still haven't heard anything from George, his best man, or anyone at his party. I tried to be respectful of his weekend, didn't check in with him at all on Saturday, but then sent him a quick, you having fun? Text this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't heard back.
Oh, wow.
I've been completely ghosted by him and his friends. He was supposed to return this afternoon, but hasn't.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're extending their fun? I don't know, because no one's telling me anything.
Wow.
I also should let you know I have a big problem with bachelor parties because at a previous bachelor party that George went to, he got arrested and I had to bail him out.
Oh.
Then, at another bachelor party, a friend of another guy at the party sent me a video of my boyfriend, now fiance, making out with another woman.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so there's some backstory.
There's some backstory. He swears he was drunk. Nothing more than that happened. It took a long time to regain that trust with him. So my rules were to hopefully deter him from doing anything regrettable. Anyway, I felt like you only heard one side of the story and I was getting roasted on your Facebook page, so I felt the need to explain. If you guys happen to hear from George before I do, please let me know. And thanks for letting me explain.
Wow.
Okay, so now we're getting a little information, backstory on why she felt the need to do all that.
Yeah.
And, those are the things that George left out.
Yeah, I was going to say, we heard one side of the story, and
I don't know why she would do that kind of stuff.
Right, and George neglected to explain to us in the initial, when he reached out. Oh, yeah, well, I got arrested at one bachelor party, and I did cheat on her at another.
Accidentally make out with somebody else.
I accidentally, of course, cheated on her with another person.
I tripped and fell on her face for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but I swear that's all we did. But, what gives with all these rules she's putting down on my bachelor party? Man,
oh my God.
I feel a little bad about maybe jumping to conclusions about the rules that Amanda laid down.
Oh, the tides are turning on the text line. Jared said, sounds like she's had to put up with way more than she should have. Brittany's like, well, George sure let out a lot of stuff. Her rules make all the sense now. He sounds like a jerk. But now the big issue is, why hasn't she heard from him at all?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you just send her a text?
Like, I'm okay. We're having fun. Thanks, babe. Love you.
Yeah, exactly. We're having fun. Hey, by the way, we're going to stay an extra night at our whatever.
Yeah. And Andrew, the love doctor, rolling in. He needs to go break it off. Oh, wow.
See, I always
got aggressive.
I always
60 in no time flat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I always feel like our audience, particularly, is quick to knee jerk and say, get rid of him.
We were all on Team George
We were.
last week. Now we're all like, nope, leave him behind. Should have left him in jail the first time. Bye, George.
We are so
now we're all Team Amanda.
We're flip-floppers. We're like, yeah, George, you go have fun. Now we're like, George, dang you.
Yeah, well, listen, we just needed all the facts in the case, to be honest.
I think that's not very cool that he is ghosting her.
Well, yeah, and again, Leslie texted, the fact that he hasn't responded is a big red flag, given the history we now know.
All right,
like,
well,
I think we are all agreeing right now, marriage shouldn't be happening at this particular moment. They have some big things to work out.
It does sound like that.
I don't think that George's behavior is indicating he's ready to be a married man.
Well, I think we need another update at some point.
Yeah.
Because
the fact that, Andrew's pointing out, the fact that he left out so much when he reached out to us, not a great sign.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Amanda, I think the tides are turning, and at least we're in we're in your camp and saying, you know what, we understand why you put the rules down. We understand.
Yeah. Now, unless his friends took his phone, that could be one case.
Yeah, but
Danielle's saying he's probably arrested again. Maybe he's currently in jail.
Right. I mean, but at that point, your friend needs to text and say, hey, he's fine. Hey, this is Bruce. He's fine. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah, we're having fun. All that stuff.
But how many more days are we going to have some fun before we're checking in?
Does anybody have a story of a bachelor party that was so off the chain that you didn't make it to the altar? Like, I don't want to scare Amanda in this, but I think maybe even she knows that this is a red flag.
Well, yeah, as everybody is pointing out, Chase is saying, sounds to me like they shouldn't get married, too many issues. Yeah, I mean, there are things we need to work out. If he's just ghosting you now and not even giving you the common courtesy, like, hey, we're good, things are good, we're having fun, thanks so much, talk to you soon.
Right. All right. Well, hey, Amanda, thank you for the update, and thank you for getting back with us, because George had apparently ghosted us too. So,
well, yes. And, we just didn't get the full story the first time.
Right. There's your update, but it looks like we're not done with this story. So,
wow.
Yeah, we'll have to follow up again later.